So Toledo able to make his way off the floor, and to replace him is number 22, Herman Robinson. On the drive as Creswell goes baseline. The extra pass over to Hobson. Picks up his dribble, looks across to Bullock. Nice find inside to Hobson.
Great cut by Hobson, and Malik found him with the pass right underneath the basket.
Gill tight defense on Luke. The extra pass in the corner for Grace, unable to convert that three. Rebound Hobson. Wildcats looking to push. They got a 4-on-2. The no-look pass from Creswell. Bullock got caught in the air with it, and that's a travel. That was a missed opportunity there for the Wildcats. That 4-on-2. Should have been an easy lay-in. Jackson Baylark checks in for Creswell, number 23 for the Wildcats, the freshman from Marietta, Georgia.
Yeah, they definitely threw away an opportunity there. And I'm not sure why Creswell just didn't go up with the easy layup.
Wildcats sticking with the man defense. Ball in the hands of Tommy Luke for the Warriors. Tries to get around Poole. And we'll get a foul called in the lane. It'll be on Marley Poole.
Luke put a good move on Marley, got past him, and Marley had little choice but to foul him.
Actually, they're going to get P.J. Gill with the foul. On the baseline to inbound is Robinson in for the injured Toledo. Luke pulls the trigger on the three. That's one short. Rebound Bullock. Hands it off Hobson. Wide open through the lane. Goes for the lane and he converts.
Good take there by Hobson. He's been aggressive going to the basket so far in this one. Not the same old Hobson you usually see just standing out at the three-point line.
Austin Evans with it, guarded by Baylark. They get the screen. Had a little separation, but good defense from Baylark. Nothing can do there. It was Evans with a great shot. Gill now guarded out by Robinson. Gets the high screen from Baylark. Finds Bullock. Deep in the shot clock already, 14. Poole to drive, spin move, loses it off his fingertips. Would have had an easy lane, great defense.
Good defense by Woodmansee.
And then the other way, someone got a hand in it for the Wildcats, knocked it off the leg of Morrow.
I think that was Baylark, so 23 for each team coming up with good defensive efforts.
So good sign here for the Warriors. Nicholas Toledo checks back in to replace Robinson. And Zarian Wilkins checks in for the Wildcats. So Wildcats going with Hobson and Bullock, along with Gill, Baylark, and Wilkins.
They're still early in the season. Coach Larkin working on some lineups, combinations, seeing what's going to work and groups that function well together.
Bullock able to get that shot up somehow. Couldn't make it, but
I think Malik thought he got fouled there, and I can't necessarily say I disagree with him.
Toledo wide open for three. High arcing shot, good.
So Toledo gives the Warriors their first lead of the game on the three-pointer.
Pull-up jumper from Hobson, no good, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. Into the game is number 23, Garrett Woodmansee.
Also into the game is our third official.
Number 4, Simon Francis as well, checks in for the Warriors.
We have a full complement of officials now.
This pass inside to Baylark. Wilkins, the two from about the free throw line, no good. Rebound Luke. They get a tip. They went for the lob to Grace. It wasn't there as Wilkins got a hand on it. Hobson tries to keep it in its bounds. Cross-court pass. Goes right over the head of Baylark, right to Gill. Can't make the three. Fight for the rebound, and Evans comes away with it. Woodmansee a three. That one no good. Rebound Bullock. Bullock splits the defenders inside. Draws a contact. Can't finish, but he'll be at the free throw line for 2 shots. Malik Bullock, the junior guard from Raleigh, North Carolina, at the free throw line for 2 shots coming up. Caleb Coleman at the scorer's table for the Wildcats, set to check in. First shot is good. Coleman's going to come in for Hobson. That free throw tied it up 9-all. 12:30 left in the first half of play. Johnson & Wales University men's basketball hosting the Warriors of Weber International. Bullock converts both. Wildcats with a 1-point lead now. Evans loses it off his foot somehow. Goes right to Woodmansee.
Woodmansee was standing right there.
Evans the take. And he converts off the glass. Nice move.
Evans has been kind of their go-to player so far, kind of running their offense through him. He either has a matchup that he likes inside or he kicks out for an open three.
Bullock, the pull-up jumper's good. Toledo guarded out by Coleman. Finds Woodmansee again out on the perimeter. Evans in the corner now, guarded by Baylor. Nice pass inside of Toledo. Draws a lot of contact. No foul. Rebound Coleman. Great defense.
Yeah, I thought Toledo got fouled there.
And Toledo looked like he made up for it, but Gill somehow gets it back and then immediately turns it over. And it's a 2-on-1 the other way with Toledo and Woodmansee. And he can't make it, but cleaning it up was Evans. And we're going to get a Wildcat timeout. Larkin not pleased with the effort there. It was great defense by Bullock, and no one else was there for the Wildcats to help him out.
So 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 11:20 left to play first half. Wildcats down by 1. Neither team shooting it particularly well so far. Weber at 35%, Johnson & Wales 31%. 0 for 4 from deep for the Wildcats, 1 for 7 for the Warriors. Wildcats are 2 of 2 at the free throw line. Rebounds are 10 for Weber and 11 for JWU. 2 steals apiece, 2 assists for Johnson & Wales, 1 for the Warriors. So the stats bear out what we see on the scoreboard, a 1-point game, just about halfway through the first half here. It's been a quickly moving first half. It's like we're trying to make up for our late start tonight.
And that fast-paced movement, not a lot of calls have been made. I think I've seen a few travels not get called.
A couple of fouls that we thought maybe would have drawn a whistle.
That could have been, only having 2 officials on the floor. You miss things like that.
But the last couple times, there's been all 3 right there.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Baylor has it now. Bullock to take. The Euro step, the finish.
Malik, especially aggressive so far earlier in this one. He's got 6 points for the Wildcats.
Francis takes a 3. That one off the mark. Rebound Wilkins.
And he said it's the first game in 12 days for the Wildcats, Kelly?
10 days. 10 days.
So, yeah, you got to wonder, 10 days, no games. You had the Thanksgiving break. Wilkins there, or Wilkins no good. How crisp the Wildcats will be.
Foul on Gill. Just a second team foul, and that'll be his second foul. So Gill got the only 2 fouls for the Wildcats so far in this first half. And you can think about it 2 ways, Chuck. The Warriors are on a 3-game road stretch.
I was just getting ready to say this is their 3rd game in basically 72 hours. So how much do they have left in the tank? And, you would think that would really show up towards the end of the second half more than here in the first.
Madden McAfee and Marley Poole check back in. Double team is Madden McAfee, able to get it across, splits the defenders. Great ball handling there. Somehow got it across. Poole to take in the lane. The floater's good.
Good job by Marley there, avoiding the charge. He was able to slide to the side of the defender and get around him and get that little runner up and in.
I think playing UNCG, granted it was a blowout, you learn a lot. In that first half, they took a lot of charge. Poole, I think, had at least 3 charges on him. They just go reckless through the lane, but you saw there he's able to avoid the defender and not get called.
That's part of becoming a better player, is learning from your mistakes.
Got a hand on it was Wilkins, still finds Woodmansee. The Euro, he can't finish, but he's fouled by Baylor. Garrett Woodmansee will be at the line, the sophomore from Melbourne, Florida, shooting 2. Wildcats up 16-13, 9:31 left in the first half. Late tip-off here at the Wildcat Center.
It was a late tip-off, but it's still an early tip-off.
Yes, that is correct. Although it's dark outside, so either way, it's a late tip-off for me, Chuck. Creswell back in the game. He replaces Baylark. Hobson in as well. So Wilkins remains the only non-starter in the game right now for the Wildcats. Madden McAfee back to running point. Poole left all alone for three. Can't knock it down. The rebound. Wilkins had a chance. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Warriors ball. Running point is Nicholas Blocker for the Warriors, guarded all the way from Madden McAfee. Creswell went for the steal, trying to recover on Philistine, and he gets the rebound. Madden McAfee all the way, gets it swatted out. Great defense. And it was Tommy Luke gets the block.
And grabbed the other rebound.
That'll be a cheap foul on Marley Poole with the reach in. Just his first foul, 14th foul on the Wildcats. Only one team foul for the Warriors. Hobson guarding out on Francis. Got his hand in on that one. Poole there as well. Francis looked like he stepped on the line. They're going to say off the knee of Hobson. It'll stay with the Warriors. 18 on the shot. So it'll be Luke to inbound. Poole right in front of him. Nice backdoor feed to Luke. Goes for the slam and it heads out of bounds. So we would have had what looked to be easy layup. Instead took the dunk and missed. That was a lot of hurrahs from the crowd. That would have been a vicious dunk. I'll give him that if he would have converted, but he didn't. So instead it's a bad play.
Go hard or go home.
Yep. High screen from Wilkins. They swing it over. Hobson the three. That one's short. Wildcats yet to make a three this game.
Yet they're still up by one, which is a good sign for them at this point.
And stepping on the line was Blocker. Stepped on the end line, guarded by Hobson. So quick turnover there. Morrow checks back in. He'll replace Woodmansee for the Warriors. So not much going inside for the Wildcats. It's all been perimeter game. That ball gets tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wildcats. They'll have 18 on the shot. Hobson to inbound. The high screen from Creswell. Makes some space for himself. Hobson to take. In the corner, Wilkins, the step back three. That one way off the mark. And stepping on the line was Francis. And he falls down hard.
Hit his elbow as he went flying out of bounds. I think he may have hit the old funny bone there.
I think he's checking for blood. I don't think he has any blood on him, so he'll stay in the game.
We're going to shot clock reset here. So the Wildcats will have the full 30.
I think the Wildcats thought it was Warriors ball. Warriors thought it was their ball. Nobody from both teams wanted to throw it in. Wildcats finally do with Poole. And as you said, the shot clock resets. Wildcats up by one, 16-15. 7:38 left. Poole, the deep three. And that one's way short. Follows the shot, gets the rebound. Kick out. Madden McAfee can't handle the pass. They had to bring it back out, but again, a fresh shot clock. And that one's off the knee of Morrow out of bounds, so they'll try one more time. Poole to inbound. Throws it up to Hobson. Wide open for three. Can he knock it down? Yes! That's the first three made by the Wildcats.
1 out of 10 after missing their first 9.
And Luke got caught in the air. Great defense. Madden McAfee, the outlet. Hobson tries again and can't make it. Fight for the rebound. Wilkins off his hand out of bounds. Wilkins had a good shot at it along with Creswell.
Thought Creswell may have gotten away with an over the back there. Regardless, it's Warrior ball.
Number 21, Rasheem Atian, checks in for the Warriors. He replaces Francis, who just took that hard fall on this end of the floor. Atian running point, guarded out by Poole. Philistine with it, guarded out by Creswell, and just throws it away.
Well, I'm not sure who Philistine was throwing that one to. It definitely was not the right thing to throw it at the feet of Francis. He was about 6'7", and he threw it about a foot off the floor.
Poole in the lane, draws a lot of contact, count it. And one opportunity coming up for Marley Poole.
Marley being especially aggressive so far tonight on the drives, and it's working out for him.
That
He's
foul
got
on
6, so a chance to go with 7.
That foul on Atian. That is their second team foul. Messiah Baptiste comes in for the Wildcats. He replaces Wilkins. Poole at the line. And they're going to get a lane violation on the Wildcats. Shot wouldn't count anyways. He missed. 6:37 left in the first half. 21-15, Wildcats leading Weber International. Francis to take. Pulls up, and that's good.
Nice little fade away by Francis using his height. Shoot it over Hobson.
Hobson pulls the trigger, can't knock it down. A rebound, blocker comes away with it. Push it ahead, Morrow, he takes a three and he makes it. Now Weber International back within one. Poole, a lot of dribbling in the paint, gets the roll.
You got that one just kind of roll over the front of the rim and down. So
that ball had no spin on it. It just sat there on the rim.
That's 8 from Marley now. Push off there. Got away with by Weber.
Francis unable to knock down the three, but the offensive board from blocker off the knee of Hobson. Creswell lost it in the air. And now it's Grace. The offensive foul. Great job by Poole getting in front, setting his feet, taking the charge. Austin Evans back in for the Warriors. He replaced Baptiste, top of the key, finds Hobson on the wing. The kick out, Hobson, the drive. Baptiste pulls the trigger. High arcing bounce. Morrow comes down with it. Gets it ahead to Evans. Right over Creswell, a nice move by Evans. Creswell really had no choice but just stand there. He went straight up, didn't want to take a foul.
Evans with a really good understanding of how to play the game.
Ooh, the three. So Wildcats answer with a Marley Poole tray. And Warriors come right back down and launch a three. That one no good. That was Kevin Grace. A quick shot early in the shot clock. Baptiste open for three. Knocks it down. Back-to-back threes for the Wildcats. They take a 7-point lead, 29-22, 4:07 left before half.
Their largest lead of the half. Wildcats getting hot from the three ball. After missing their first 9, they've hit 3 of their last 6.
Poole got a big hand on that one and knocked that one away. Poole's going to try again. It's good! Back-to-back-to-back threes from the Wildcats is going to force a timeout from head coach Alan Corbin for the Warriors. Wildcats with their first double-digit lead of the half.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here So the Wildcats now up to 4 of 16 from 3 after missing their first 9. They are 13 of 34 from the field, up to 38.2%. Weber down to 9 of 27, 33%. 2 of 12 from three-point land for the Warriors. Both teams, Wildcats have missed 1 free throw. Weber's made both of theirs. 17 rebounds apiece, 6 assists for the Wildcats on their 13 made field goals, 4 steals for the Wildcats as well, 2 for the Warriors.
So Warriors ball coming out of the timeout. 3:43 left before the half. Baptiste sticking with Etienne all the way.
We have a French matchup there with Etienne against Baptiste. French last names.
Loris Lawson in the game now for the Wildcats, down low. Evans is still down. Looked like he got hit in the eye. Hobson all the way.
Evans did get hit in the eyes. I'm not sure if I thought he had traveled. I don't know if that happened before or after he got hit in the eye.
Baptiste still right there. Sticking with them all the way. And they're going to get the foul on Baptiste. Got a little too close to him. And just the first foul on Baptiste, 15 foul. Referees need someone inbound for the Warriors. They get it. It's Luke on the baseline. Good front by Lawson. Evans still calling for the foul, and they're going to get it. But it's going to be on Evans. That's a frustration foul right there on Austin Evans. Not pleased with the officiating on the other end for him.
Lawson did play great defense there. He just kind of stood there, and the inbounds pass hit him in the back of the arms.
High screen from Lawson. Madden McAfee with it now. Finds Baptiste. Draw the double team. Lawson inside now. Open for 3 is Madden McAfee. It's raining threes here in the Wildcat Center.
Heating up from three-point land.
Throwing up a wild shot was Luke. I think he tried to draw the foul, but basically a turnover there is Hobson, the offensive foul. So it's going to go right back the other way for the Warriors now. 2:39 left before half.
Hobson a lot out of control.
A lot. Hobson flying through the air on that lay-in attempt. Not sure who drew the charge. Was it?
I believe it was
Etienne?
21.
Yeah, it was Etienne. I think he saw it coming the whole way down the court. He just standing there. Wildcats with a 15-point lead. Again, lining it up from 3 here in the past 5 minutes of play. Went for the steal was Poole. There's a man open in the corner. It's Etienne. The extra pass finds Francis for 3. That one way off the mark, but the offensive board from Grace, and he gets called with the travel. Grace down on the floor.
I think he may have stepped on somebody's ankle as he was collecting that rebound, because he went to go back up and he had no lift and he was grimacing in pain. So the Warriors kind of getting beat up so far here in the first half.
So Philistine will check in for the injured Grace. We near the 2-minute mark. Wildcats with it now. Poole from 3. Can he get it? Nope. Gets his own rebound. The lay-in. Oh, man. Couldn't get the roll. And on the line again was Francis. That's twice, man. Maybe they just can't see the black line. They've had a lot. I think that's the 3rd time they go tiptoeing that line and get called out of bounds. And again, that'll reset the shot clock for the Wildcats. And we reach 1:52 left before we head to halftime. Wildcats leading 37-22. Madden McAfee, the step back jumper. That one's good. Players get tied up. It's Lawson and Francis.
Kind of got their arms tangled there, and officials step in to get those two separated.
This will be interesting. Francis and Lawson are both guarding each other on each end of the floor. Keep an eye on them. Number 25 for the Wildcats, number 4 for the Warriors. Right at the free throw line, coming for the screen. They get the switch now. Etienne can't finish. Rebound, Madden McAfee. I think Lawson was calling for the lob. Wide open is Baptiste. 3-point no good. They're going to get the foul.
Good call there.
Lawson.
Lawson pushed Garcia. Toledo in the back trying to get position, which not sure why, because Loris is about 6 inches taller than Toledo. He could have just jumped right over him to get the board. Regardless, Toledo will be at the line for 1 and 1.
Yep, Toledo's listed as 5'9". Loris Lawson listed at 6'6". So that's 9 inches. So those free throws go the other way now for the Warriors as Toledo for a 1 and 1 makes the first.
First points for Weber in quite some time. They were stuck on 22 for a good while there.
Misses the second. Rebound Hobson. Toledo sticky defense trying to get around Hobson. I think that pass was meant for Baptiste. He was wide open in the corner, but Lawson got right in the way and took it. Shot no good. Rebound Warriors come away with it as we cross under a minute to play. Toledo with it. Swings it on over to Philistine. Passes on the 3. Inside is Toledo. Up and under is good. And we're going to get a Wildcat timeout. So we got 41.3 seconds left.
I don't think Coach Larkin was really happy with that shot selection by Baptiste the last time down. It was a quick shot early in the shot clock that they could have gotten really at any time. Wildcats have done a good job of moving the ball around to get better shots in subsequent possessions, but that one was a little bit quick.
Quickly out of timeout. I think Coach Larkin just want to get his team settled. We got 41.3 left. Do you think they're going to try to go 2 for 1, try to get a quick shot here, play good defense, and go right back, or they're just going to play it out all the way and drain clock?
That doesn't happen in college near as much as it does in the NBA, and we'll see what the Wildcats are thinking here. With that timeout and a chance to kind of set things up, maybe Coach Larkin will try and go 2 for 1.
So ball in the hands of Poole. Oh, man. Yeah.
Get the illegal screen on.
Threw an elbow
Hobson
right
there.
to Toledo. Toledo taking the brunt of it today.
Screening is a point of emphasis this year so far in college basketball, so they're making sure that the screening is much cleaner and not allowing for the grabs and the holds and the chicken wings and that kind of thing that are taking place on some of the screening action.
Adam McAfee got it, throws it up. Toledo comes down with it for the jump ball, under 30. Francis a 3, that's good.
Big shot there for Weber.
I really don't think that's what Coach Larkin wanted to happen when he called that timeout at 41 seconds. Cuts the lead to 11. Wildcats will likely hold for the last shot. Ball in the hands of Madden McAfee, 8 seconds left. In the paint, the floater off the mark. Rebound Francis, and he's just going to hang on to it. Toledo, last second heave, and he didn't see the shot clock, so that'll take us to halftime. Wildcats leading Weber International 39-28. We'll be back here in 14 minutes with your first half stats and second half action. Don't go anywhere.